Now let us read the second stanza. Continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way, they stretched in never-ending line along the margin of a bay. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in sprightly dance. Here is another simile. You can check as the stars. The flowers are compared to the stars. They stretched in a continuous line, just like the stars in a galaxy like the Milky Way. Moreover, the daffodils were shining as they were golden in color. In reality, the color of the daffodils is yellow. But here they are referring it to as golden because I don't find, and even the poet is not finding much difference. He just want to highlight the value of the daffodils or the flowers which it was giving to it, the wealth it was providing it. And moreover, the daffodils were shining as they were golden in color and twinkling as they were fluttering in the wind, just as the stars. This comparison may have greater implication in indicating that the flowers are as heavenly as the stars. The flowers were visible as far as the poet could see along the shoreline of a lake. That is why he uses the phrase never-ending line. Here the continuous and never-ending may also suggest that the flowers left an everlasting impact on the poet William Wordsworth. Further, Wordsworth exaggerates the number of flowers by saying 10,000 saw I at a glance. This indicates that the poet has never seen so many daffodils at once, so he is just overjoyed. This type of exaggeration is called your hyperbole, which is another figure of speech. There is one more figure of speech in the same sentence that is called inversion. Now, what is inversion? It is nothing but reversal of syntactically correct order of subjects, verbs, and objects in a sentence. I will give you two examples that will make you clear. First, the ocean blue. We know, but it should have been the blue ocean. We have changed the order. Then, to the store I will go. And the correct sentence would have been, I will go to the store. And same way, 10,000 saw I. Correct order should have been, I saw 10,000. So this figure of speech is called inversion. I guess it is clear to everyone. The poet also says that the daffodils were swaying their heads, moving their heads as if they were dancing in happiness. Actually, the poet was amazed at the beauty of the flowers, so he found everything around him joyful. All these references of dancing and tossing heads are part of personification of the flowers. Next, let us read the third stanza. The waves beside them danced, but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. A poet could not but be gay in such a jocund company. I gazed and gazed, but little thought what wealth the show to me had brought. The waves in the lake were dancing and looking gleefully, that is happily, joyfully at the atmosphere. But the flowers, those golden daffodils, they outshone that lively waves in their happiness. Having such cheerful companion like the daffodils, a poet like Wordsworth cannot help being happy. So he was gazing constantly at the flowers and enjoying their beauty. The poet uses the word gazed twice to indicate how moved or how charmed the poet was. So he gazed at them, stared at them for a long time, forgetting his surroundings. Here, the figure of speech used is alliteration. Alliteration is nothing but the occurrence of the same letter or the sound at the beginning of the adjacent or the closely connected words. I'll give you an example. Sweet birds sang. S for sweet, S for sang. Now see in this sentence, I gazed and gazed. G for gazed, G for gazed. So this sort of figure of speech is called alliteration. At that time, he did not think much about the wealth that the flowers had brought to him. The poet realized that later, maybe after a few days. This wealth is not the money. It is the happiness and the pleasant memory that he enjoyed for a long time since that day.